apps that Facebook put out, and these are Facebook apps, but they made it real easy to build your own app, like a like button or a recommend. And what we're going to do is we're going to go into Hack the Graph, and I'm at developers.facebook.com/docs, open graph, but we're going to go to the social plugins page. So it's https://developers plural .facebook.com/docs DOCS slash plugins.
I'll type that in for everybody.
And you'll see, a lot of these you probably recognize. You've used them. You just didn't realize they were Facebook apps. The like button, the send button, send your content to their friends. Subscribe, comments, activity feed, recommendations, the like box, login button. You can use a Facebook login on your WordPress site. Use Facebook registration on your WordPress site. And then the face file plugin, which shows images of everybody that's visited your page. So what we're going to look at is, let's look at the send button, because we want to send our URL out to everybody, right? Get people back. Click that link. And this is a real difficult one to put in. Let me see, what NKW-I, no, I'm going to use money4.me. What kind of font? I want it. And this font is the text on this button. Arial, Segui, or whatever. Tahoma.
Now it looks like we're getting a couple of people in here that are telling us. Chuck's one of them, saying his screen is not showing well. Then Jeremy's saying your screen is frozen for him. So I'm seeing your screen, but perhaps we need to address that.
Okay, how's that?
All right, I can see it fine, but let's get a check from everybody else in there. Better. Okay, great. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Lorenzo. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you. Hey, there's Wayne. Okay, good deal. Thank you. I'll be right back, folks. I'll got to attend to something for about 30 seconds or so. We'll answer all your questions, and make sure you grab a pen and some paper, because we've got some great things for you tonight.
Yep. Okay, and Rick put in developers.facebook.com in the chat box. He forgot the docs/plugins on the end of that. So facebook.com/docs DOCS/plugins. All right, so I'm going to create a send button. URL to send, FB money for me. What font do I want in this button? And since I'm kind of a fan of Tahoma or Verdana, whichever, I'll use Tahoma. Color scheme, do I want it light or dark? And the FB, I want it light because I'm using a darker background on the squeeze page. And now I click get code. Pops up here. And I take this code, and I've got a choice, HTML5, XFBML, extensible Facebook markup language, an iframe. This one doesn't have an iframe. The URL doesn't have that. So you either use FBNL or HTML5. So, yeah. App ID of your app, you have to have a app built for this. I'm going to go in here and see if I've got one that I can snag. And I'll just use my standard one, MKW Industries. Click in this window, right click, copy, and I need to put this right after the opening body tag on my page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up Notepad++ and paste that. And just so I know where it goes, I'm going to put in my body tag. Then come back here and grab this code. And paste it in here. And this is actually the button code itself. So So now I would just open up that page, and I can do that for you real quick. File manager. Browse to my landing page, my sales page, which of course is index.html. And it's hard to work this mouse with my fingers on a brace. Alright, so here's my body tag. I'm going to come back in here. Grab all this, paste it there, and what do I want to, where's that big image? Right here. So, what I will do, copy that, here. Paste it right there. And before I save this, I'm gonna open the page so you can see it. And it's the sales page with the video. And here's this big image, and I'm gonna put this share button right here underneath the image. So we'll save that, close, and then reload this. And there it is. So all I gotta do is click on it, and it shared it on my wall for me. So how fast was that?
Literally in minutes.
We created our first Facebook app, embedded it on our page, and tested it in 15 minutes. That's not too bad.
I'm just typing to everybody in here really quickly while you were doing that. It's a little bit more advanced than some people would like, and we totally both get that. The recording will be made available for the Facebook Mafia and the Facebook Mastermind members, the Mafia Mastermind members. Make sure, if you're a member of both of those, to make sure that you get in that Facebook group too, because we'll be able to do some more walkthroughs with you, answer some more questions directly. Mark will be there definitely after the call for at least a few minutes. And if you're if you're in the Facebook group also, you know how quickly he responds to the technical things in there, like no one else I know can do. So make sure you take advantage of that Skype room that's specifically for the Facebook Mafia. It goes for that. So, if you've got any questions, make sure that if it doesn't get solved here, we'll get that for you.
I'm going to move that like button or share button down just a hair.
Apologize for my voice tonight, folks. I did actually go get some wine. Oh, my. All right. Mark knows that I'm not actually even a drinker, but here we go.
ESP. I always get those two confused. We'll check. No, it didn't like that. Okay, to get the right buttons in there. Alright. Try a couple breaks. Nope, not at all. Well, it just doesn't like that. May have to put it in its own div or something. But that's okay.
We've had one technical issue after another now. There must be gremlins on the internet tonight. I'm gonna go get my gun and go see if we can find it. We're gonna make him pay.
It would help if I put those in the right spot.
Yeah, okay.
I was putting it in front of the. There we go. I was putting it in front of the image instead of after it. But now it's a little better. Right there in the middle, easy to see. And I could also put the light button in here, same method. And come over here, social plugins. And we can do the recommendation. Pretty much the same thing. Here's your domain, the app ID. You would go to your app and get the number for it. The action, like, dislike. Actions would include critique app, despise, review, grade. That's what you would put in here. The width of the box, the height of the box, show the header, the color scheme, link target. You want it to be in the blank window, so it opens in a new window. Throw your border color in there, your font, and then get the code. Facebook gives you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to play with right out of the gate, and they're really pretty straightforward to start with. You fill out a form. You may need to create an app, and to do that, you just click on apps, and then create new app. Give it a name. FB Money Chromo App Space. Now remember, the app's namespace is if you're going to use Open Graph to start pulling in some of this data that's associated with all these profiles on Facebook, you need to give it its own namespace to work in. FB Money PR. Both of the app name is valid. That means there's no other one with that name out there. And the namespace is available. Now, web hosting, if you know how to use Git, G-I-T, then you can use Heroku to host your app up there. That is beyond the scope of this training. We will not go into using Git or Chameleon or any of those. There's quite a list of different options that you can use for hosting apps in the cloud, and that's what Heroku is. It's a cloud-based service, but we're just going to primarily focus on app names, namespaces, actions. So we're going to continue, and I love some of these.
Oh, you should be able to do that, no problem.
Did I get it? Must have. Okay, here's our application, our Facebook app. The app ID is this number right here. The app secret is this number right here. The basic info, what's going to be shown, the namespace, my contact email, app domains, and since I have SSL installed on 2tsm.biz, that's what I'm going to use. And you just put the domain and extension in, you don't put HTTP. And that enables it for any subdirectory on that main domain. And what category will this be? I'm going to use it for communication. Hosting, no, I don't want to use theirs. Sandbox mode, no, I want it to be live right now. All right, so I have just created an app that's asking me, you've specified a domain, but not a site URL or a mobile URL. That's because I want to go into my I had all these windows open.
One quick question really quickly. Does it need to have its own SSL certification for that domain?
You can use shared SSL from your hosting provider if you're using like HostGator or HostMonster. There are others that offer shared SSL. And if you need SSL and don't have it, there are actually fbssl.co.
Okay, I'll type that in there.
That will allow you to create one free SSL link per, I think it's per email and per Facebook account.
I remember we had this in one of our last trainings.
Yeah.
Hopefully everybody got that.
Also works well with video pages, video squeeze pages, and GIF squeeze pages.
Yeah, Joe brought that to my attention. He's right.
Oh yeah. Well, that's a sales page, but I could put it on the squeeze page. You know, and one of what we're going to talk about tonight is a plugin for WordPress that actually connects your WordPress blog with your Facebook comments. Dog going crazy. She wants in. I try to keep them outside, but can't always do it. Anyway, what I have done, I've logged into my WordPress dashboard. How many people on the call have got a WordPress site? Can we get a show of hands?
Let's see who's paying attention here. Which of you here has a WordPress site? I know at least half of you do. I know you. I know you. I know you got several of them. Joe's got several. Jeremy's got several. Lorena, I know's got some. I do. More than one. Yes.
So out of the 17, we have what? 14
Yeah.
WordPress sites.
Out of the 17 that are here, that there's about 6 that's held their hand up. I would venture to say everybody on this call has a WordPress site.
Okay. Well, Facebook requires an SSL, an HTTPS. So one of the first plugins that you're going to want to get is WordPress HTTPS. And it's once you have SSL installed on your site or server, or if you're using the shared SSL, you install it, you activate it, and you come over here, fill in your host name, the domain that the SSL is licensed for, and in here you can force SSL exclusively, so only pages or posts that you set to be secured will be. All the others will be, regular HTTP. So since I want to, actually with this merge, I don't want that. I want it to be in the entire site. But I don't need it. I just need the one. So where this is coming from. So I'm going to set this to exclusive so I can pick and choose which pages I want to be secure and not. This is also a great plugin if you're doing any payments right inside your blog. If you've got a PayPal plugin or one of the wrap plugins or something, you can actually set it up so that when they click the Buy Now button, it takes them to a secure page.
Sweet. That would save people a lot of money if they wanted to get a small membership going, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it definitely would. And then the admin location, you can put it in the sidebar like this, or you can put it under general settings. Here, general. I like it in its own sidebar. It makes it easy to get to. Proxy, if you're running through a proxy, yes, no, automatic. Do you want a secure front page so that the only way that they can get to your front page is by typing HTTPS? Or it will automatically redirect them to the HTTPS.
What do you prefer, Mark?
I like to leave the front page open, mainly because a lot of times search engines will come through, and if they see it secure, they may or may not spider the site entirely. You know, because essentially secure means that nobody can see this but the person coming there.
Right.
You know, it's encrypted. So if you secure the front page, if it's a membership site and you don't really care about SEO, you know, then yeah, go ahead and secure it. But if it's something where you want to bring some traffic into it, I would leave the front page unchecked. The administration, that's up to you. That's just your dashboard. You know, if you want to be forced into typing HTTPS to get into the dashboard. But now I'm going to click Save Changes. And down here, the filters, you know, like it says, if you've got an e-commerce shop and all your ULs are in the store category, you could secure that entire category by just typing in a single quote slash the category name, a slash, and a single quote. And they've even got a 10% discount at Search for Less. Just use code WPSSL. So it saves you 10%. So that's it for that. Now we're going to look at the WPFB comments plugin. And what that is, you know, if we go to the, got a support forum, the installation guide, the FAQ. It runs a cron hourly, daily. You must have a Facebook developer added. We've already did that. That's what this was for. So here's my app ID. I copy that. Paste that right there. The API key. This is the secret, app secret. The Facebook page ID, that is what page is this going to be added to. And copy this. Remember I told you I was going to give you a link for how to add your apps. Let me get this thing fired up here. Putting a load on my system. Alright. Right here is the link. What I want to do is copy this link, open a new window, paste it, then come back here before I go anywhere in this one. Get my app ID, copy that. Place the ampersand, and then hit enter. It takes me to here where it says choose a page. And that is the app page right there, FB Money Promo. I'm going to put this on. I wish they gave you a way to sort these by alphabetical or something. Yeah, I'll put it there. Under construction, please try later. Okay. That's because we don't have everything there. Here. And it's going to be a website with Facebook login. The site URL will be http testing. Canvas URL, secure Canvas URL is HTTPS, Canvas width fixed at 760, Canvas height fluid. Now you can leave this as fluid, but if your image is over 760 pixels wide, you will get the scroll bars on the side and the bottom, which makes for a little ugly page. So there's, say, those changes, and that's good. Now I can edit this by clicking on the icon and browse and find a picture that's 75 by 75. I'll just come in here and grab something real quick. Fix. And one more screen. Open this up. It's UrfanView. UrfanView is a free image editor. Does a pretty good job. And image. Edit. Crop. Image. Resize, resample. I want it 75 by 75. Okay. Save as. Icon. Now I can come over. Here, go down to my websites. For me. Images. Icon. And I could edit this little icon here, this the one that shows up over on the side here. Same way, just click on it. Save the changes. Come back here. FB admin name. Page ID. Where did I put that?
Now, Mark, while you're doing that, I've also posted to several people in the group that basically make sure that those that are in the mastermind and the Facebook group that are combined, to make sure they get in that Skype room so we can answer their questions directly. If they get left behind, they feel like they're getting left behind. Nobody's getting left behind. If you're a member of our Facebook and Mafia Mastermind combined group here, nobody gets left behind here. So all of you will have the replay of this. I know there's people who are kind of like their eyes are glazing over. If I could see them right now, people are like, oh my goodness, what on earth are we doing here? But I totally understand that. You know, it's going to take a...
Yeah, I want to go through the entire process.
Yeah.
And then go back and start hitting the questions.
Yeah, I just want them to just bear with us for a few more minutes. And again, you watch the replay. We'll answer your questions also in the Skype room too. Just want to let you know there is hope. Believe me, okay?
Yeah, this is not difficult, really. I'm going through it real fast because I wanted to cover 2 topics tonight, not just the native Facebook apps like the like button, the share button, but also how to link WordPress with Facebook. I probably should have just stuck with WordPress and Facebook. Yeah. After everything else, it would have made sense.
Right, because there's people that get it and there are people that in here that are just not getting it. But that's okay. We're going to get there. Those of you that are in our combined Facebook and Mafia Mastermind, you will definitely get this. You're going to get all of this. So, I mean, it really is. It's the word's overused too many times. No brainer. It truly is. It was a good business move on both me and Mark's, both of us together to come together to do this, because so much of it was overlapping between the Facebook, the WordPress, the Skype rooms. So we connected them together, gave you the best price that we possibly can. I mean, $19. Nobody's going to touch that, folks. That's the straight up truth. Almost everybody in here now is already taking advantage of that $19 a month monthly. There's a few that haven't. You could ask anybody in here now that's part of it, and they'll tell you that that's a worthwhile group to belong to, and we're here to help each other. That's what a mastermind should do. So, excuse me.
Well, it'd be good if I could find where it went. I know it gave me an error, but it should have still popped up there. It's not showing on either one. So I would have to go through the add to page again because I hadn't saved it completely here. And so
yeah, Mark is definitely giving.
URL.
There it is. Mark is definitely giving you more value for your money. That's all there is to it. I mean, yes, we probably should have went just to one, but hey, again, I told you right up front, every webinar that I do with Mark, I tell you to grab a pen and paper to take a few little copious notes as you're going, and this ain't no joke. Yeah, you make some. That's the truth, and people don't do it, and there's a reason why we tell you to do that, because once you master these Facebook apps, so I mean all the people that are just doing a Facebook fan page thinking they're going to get that local customer or getting their foot in the door, they can't touch you. They can't touch this training and the connections that you have in all the rooms and how to get it done. And there's going to be times that you may not want to build that Facebook fan page. People that are taking the training here, they may want to do that for you. So that's another way to get things done. It's not all about you doing it all by yourself. That's why we have the Mafia Mastermind. I can make sure that you get connected with people that can help you build those Facebook fan pages, to help you do those apps, so you still get paid. Me personally, there's times that I can't do it all, and I would gladly pay somebody to build me a Facebook fan page for a client or Facebook app. As long as I make a few dollars out of it, I'm a perfectly happy camper. Almost as happy as that dog is. Excuse me, I'll be right back.
Here's an example of a developer that created an app. It was a good app, but when Facebook changed, they quit updating their app. So now when I go to this page, or when a visitor comes here and tries to leave a review, they get a 404 with SEO web designs. You know, this is a perfect example of, all right, I need to build a review app. And Facebook gave me the code for it. You know, if I come back here to Docs and my app center, nope. Docs, plugins. Right, here's a recommendation. I can build my own app and put it in that page. Right, here's all the code I need. The site, my domain, the app ID, showed you where to get that. That long number. Action type, action, critique app, despise, review, grade. You know, what are they going to do with your app? So you have an action on an object. The object is critique app, and the action choices are either despise, review, or grade. And then the domain, you plug that information in here, click get code, put it in an iframe or in a page on your server, and then in the app page that you've got opening Facebook developers, you just tell it where it's coming from, where you save that code, and then add that app to your page. So we're at 9 o'clock. Let's go ahead and open it up for any questions.
All right.
We totally lost everybody.
Yeah, we got the people that really want to have the help, that are really dedicated, and we thank you for the people that had the patience to stay. Yeah, we lost 30 people. It was crazy, but that's the way it goes. So, excuse me.
Well, we lost 30 before we even got started.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's what I meant. Okay, I tell you what. Let's do this a little bit differently here. Why don't we open it up, if you don't mind, to open it up possibly if anybody's got a direct question. In fact, why don't you type in now, if anybody has a direct question on Facebook apps, the process that Mark laid out for us, right now would be the time to actually ask them. I'll open up the mic just for you. Make it short, make it tight. We don't want to be on, to hog the call. But if you've got something that you don't quite understand, let's give you the bullets of what you need to move forward. And if it's more than a couple of minutes, by all means, we'll get it answered for you in the Facebook group tonight. Excuse me. So now is the time for those technical questions that you had about Facebook apps that you were saying earlier. To make this complete, okay. Yeah, Wayne Winmar said, again, about it, be nice to get a PDF that explained your choices, like why MKW Industries licenses an app. And he said that earlier. I mean, we could bring him on the call and let him say that, but the info, no. But info was good. Okay, we'll work it out, Dale. No, good, he's got that covered. Bottom line, I mean, this isn't something that's going to happen. Everybody's not going to get this the first time they watch this webinar. Totally understand that. But again, this is
I've been working with apps for, what, through 4 changes now?
Right.
Yeah, and every time Facebook makes a change, it usually takes me about 6 months to catch up.
Let me add something to that really quickly. This is the reason why if you're going to make money with Facebook, if you're going to make the connections to make money, to help you grow your business, to help other people, that's why you need the Mafia Mastermind. That's why you need this Facebook training, because you've got to stay on track of what keeps changing. Facebook totally changes their system. How often you say? Every 4 or 5 months, maybe 6 months at most?
Yeah, well, they do minor changes behind the scene almost monthly.
Right.
You know, like Open Graph, for example, that started, you know, as it was only, it was social graph and it was only available to Facebook programs.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, in 2010, they introduced an early version of the Open Graph, which was real restricted. You couldn't add any actions or objects to it, but you could, you know, build a like button, and with that like button or a register or login button, and it would pull the Facebook visitor's name and email from their Facebook account if they were signed into Facebook sometime during the day and didn't log out, if the cookie was still active. Well, now they've expanded it, you know, to include arbitrary actions and objects. And this is where it really gets powerful. You know, you can come up with an app and they give you recipes for these apps. Here's a recipe app. And they walk you through it. The user does an action, cook, on an object, a recipe. So, you know, they come in, they read the recipe, they liked it, they cooked it, and then they can come back and just like clicking the like button, yeah, I like this app. This would say, I cooked the app.
Real quickly, real quickly here. Why? The question was, why is MKW Industries licensed LLC? Why is it an app? Can you answer that question for us?
Well, MKW Industries has probably 20 pages. Some are apps, some are, you know, my personal page is MKW Industries. You have to have a unique name for every page that you build on Facebook. So when I created my first app for MKW Industries, which, if I remember right, it was, you know, a Like Me or something, or a contest app or something. I was going to use it for MKW Industries and nowhere else, so I named that app MKW Industries LLC, or INC. I think it's Inc. You know, so you can name pages and apps whatever you want that hasn't been used yet. You know, you could name your first app My First App, or Wayne's First App, or Judy's First App, or Pam's first attempt at an app. No offense, Pam, you can name it whatever you like. The main thing is try to keep the name consistent with what the app does. And I use MKW Industries app as my testing app, pretty much. You know, whenever I need an app ID, that's where I go. Because it's set up for communication, and almost everything I do with Facebook is communication. It's either a contest, a survey, you know, a game, video, a light gate, where you can't see what's on that page until you like it, or until you subscribe to the email. You know. Did that answer it?
Yep. I was just typing in really quickly that, you know, about the training, because there's a few members on here. There's a few people in here that were that are just in the Mafia Mastermind that are kind of wondering if this will help them or not. And I basically told them the same thing. And again, there's a couple of people on here that don't know anything about the Mafia Mastermind, don't know anything about the Facebook until they just saw it. And they may not believe this, but this is the truth. My Mafia Mastermind by itself right now is $19.95 per month. You can go look it up for yourself, okay? This training that we have for the Facebook group, until we goofed on our payment processor, okay, I don't even go there. The bottom line, it was $27 a month by itself. You put those together, that's $47, $46.90, what, $46.95. We're gonna let you have it tonight for $19, both of them. Yeah, there's a 1 week deal you get there, and it's $19.95. And it's on the Warrior Forum for $19.95. I've got like 10 video testimonials, not just one or two, 10, 11 video testimonials. I've got probably 40 written testimonials on that page talking about what the Mafia Mastermind has done for them, how it's helped them grow their business, how they made the connections, how they're making money for the first time. There's just a few of the things in the Mafia Mastermind on the back end. We're not even getting started with this yet. I mean, really, it's the groups, it's the connections. You're not even paying for the Mafia website, you know, as far as all that's all great. All the content in there's good. We've got over, I'll put 20 products that are in there. Mark's actually just loaded up 30 gigabytes of videos that'll help you make videos. Video starts and stops, the audio. People were bragging in one of my rooms that they got this thing that was $99 per year, and it's normally $1,000. What we give you for free is every bit as good as that, and they think like they're getting a great deal for $99 per year. We give it to you for free. We give you the connections. We help you make money. There it is. So, again, we're just really getting started with the Facebook training. This is, we've had a couple introductory Facebook trainings, but what is this, the fourth or the fifth Facebook actual?
This is the second supposed to be paid for.
Yeah, but we had some.
It's the fourth one so far.
Yeah.
But we have all of them recorded.
So right. And I've got,
get access to them.
Between what I have in the back of the Mafia Mastermind sitting there, between the groups, 185 people in all the different groups, the Skype rooms, any kind of WordPress training, video training, between what I have and what Mark and I have put together here, we've at least 50 hours of content. No kidding. Okay, so $19 a month. There it is. There's the whole hard and soft pitch, all of it together. As a few of you don't know that, there it is. You can see it for yourself. And if you've got any questions on that, now's the time to ask.
And if you've got any questions about these video loops,
yeah, show them a video you did. Hey, wait a minute. Do you have any of those videos handy? If you don't, it's cool, but I want you to see how easy and simple he did that. I mean, and it looks cool. And again, we give this to you for free. And you can go pay $99 a year. You can join the Happy Club that thinks they're getting a great deal. Again, we hook you up. We want you to make money.
This right here is one of them.
I didn't want to load up as quick. Oh, there you go. Yeah, we're playing through GoToWebinar, so it's not doing it justice.
Yeah, it's hanging because it'll.
Okay, you see those graphic effects, folks. We got the audio loops, the front and the ends. Yeah, it is free. Or you can join, you can do the $99 a year and think you're getting a great deal. You can get 5 months of our training, plus all the connections and people that'll help you for that. Your choice. So I know you've got a few questions. Yeah. Wayne, he's lost track of what he's a member of. It's very simple, Wayne. The Mafia Mastermind is what I have. You're in that group. The bottom line is get the Facebook training with it for another $9 a month. It's that simple. And we're going to hook you up. Yeah.
He's not a member of
Okay, well, all right.
Facebook yet.
No, I know he's not. That's what I was telling him. And that's okay. But we're trying to make sure that everybody understands how simple of a decision that truly is. Wayne knows very well the connections that are through here. I've spoken with him live on my cell phone. We've got some other things we may be doing down the road. He knows how powerful the Mafia Mastermind is. I would hope he knows how powerful the Facebook group is now. So, definitely. Yeah, Wayne knows we're real. Hey, and it is, truly. Wayne's been in some other masterminds that are $97 a month. Wayne, well, I won't ask Wayne how much he's paying, but he knows that we won't mention the name. We won't mention the name of the particular group that me and him have been in. And the crazy thing is, there are people who are paying $47 a month for that group, and some of them are paying $97 a month for that same group. And I just couldn't do that. I just honestly couldn't do that. I couldn't charge a $97 price, and then everybody else gets it at $47. You know, that's just way too much of a difference. But that's what they're doing, and he knows what I'm talking about. But that's neither here nor there.
What gets me is those high dollar masterminds. You know, they've got all these, you know, oppressive rules. You can't post anything in there except asking a question from the almighty guru.
Yeah.
You know, you can't interact with each other. Everything's got to be pointed to, you know.
You know what? Perfect example of that. And we don't want to beat anybody up too much, but I'm going to drop a couple of names for you. We're talking about people that are very smart, okay? But are also, you know, have gotten to the point where you wonder sometimes. Jason Fladian and Wilson Mathos. They've got a Skype room right now that are almost 300 people, and it's like 275 people. I could open it and show you right now that nobody can post it all in there. All they do is pitch their offers, period, and show you how great of a deal it is and how wonderful they are. You can't interact with them at all. I've got over 10 groups that I run on Skype right now. Most of you on here on this webinar know what I'm talking about, how powerful those groups are. You get all of that for free with my Mafia Mastermind training and this Facebook to gather all the connections, all the people. We're about 50 people in the Mafia Mastermind right now from all over the world. We've got probably 20 people, at least 15, that have never made any money online ever before, okay, that are making money now. That's powerful. Show me anybody else that does that for what we do. So there's the whole enchilada.
Never did. This PowerPoint will be uploaded to the members area as well. You know, FB Miner, we talked about that. The link for the developers group, the poster, that's a download for members.
Yeah.
The WP comments and the Open Graph protocol and WPSSL, those are 3 WordPress plugins that are free. You get them from WordPress. And, you know, Facebook apps for your website.
Yeah. Let me add this to that real quick. Craig's over here was saying he was a member of the FB Money for me. I know we had some mess ups on all that payment processor. That was something out of my control, and it's just the way it happened, okay? Just like tonight's little webinar when we got started was a little off. So, but yes, Craig, what happened is when you come back, did Craig get back in under the new $19? Because I believe he was the $27. We're going to make sure that he gets the best deal. Yeah, Craig, if you're at the $19 a month level, and double check on, I think he is. All you got to do is PM me. In fact, he is in the Facebook Mafia room, right? I know he's in one of those. I believe he's in it.
I don't have Skype.
Well, that's okay. That's okay. Well, I know he's in one of those groups, so I'll find him through. I'll hunt you down, Craig. No, seriously, I want to make sure you get taken care of, okay? So put you in the Mafia Mastermind, get you in the training, and get you moving forward. So, all right, there it is. I don't know if we need to go over anything else in particular. Yes, I did. There you go. All good. There you go. Thank you very much, Craig. He may be another one of our lost Indians that got lost in the shuffle there. That's okay, Craig. We're going to take care of you.
Very possible.
Oh, my goodness. Kill all these gremlins.
Essentially, if you signed up prior to, Friday?
Yep.
Or Thursday?
Yep.
Go in, cancel your subscription in PayPal.
Yeah.
And then come to FB Money for Me or the link to gsm.biz/d/242MB Mary Bravo /340.
Yeah, I put it in there. One other thing that everybody needs to realize, though, even though that was a mess up, think of it like this. You paid $5 and you got 10 days and then some because we had the mess up for,
Some of them had their monthly come up So they were a member for a month.
For $5.
Yeah, and
So
then got charged $5 for their second month.
yeah,
Refunded as soon as I saw it.
yeah.
But
So
I canceled everybody, but apparently it missed some.
so you
And
know,
another thing, don't forget, you can promote this with your link, and you get paid first.
one other thing, if Wayne doesn't see the link, and I posted the link where everybody can see it. Wayne, make sure you look in the chat. I want you to see it. Everybody's got the same link, okay? So
To register.
yeah. Now tell them about how the money they're going to make. They're going to get paid first. Can you tell them that? This is totally different than the Warrior Forum, where you got to wait till the second one on a 50-50 split, which stinks. We're paying you first. So you get one and yours is paid for, period.
Come to 2gsm.biz/D
I'll put that in for everybody. Thank you.
and log in. Make sure that you see the guy with the purple coat up here.
Yeah, let me catch up with you just a little bit, okay? Don't get too far ahead of me.
And
that's what that's where they need to be at 2gsm.biz/D.
D is in David.
All right, and then another one. Okay, boom. There it is. That's where you're going to get your affiliates right there, guys, ladies and gentlemen. All you do is you need one. That's it. Yours is paid for. You get everything the Mafia Mastermind. You get all the connections, the Facebook. Again, we are just getting started. You're going to get paid. We want you to get paid. We want to grow this mastermind.
Automatic.
Yeah, you get paid automatic.
It goes direct to your PayPal account.
Right.
So, and once you get logged in, you come over here to the light bulb, promote, come down to links, and you want to, you won't see these others, but you'll promote 242 FB Money for Me Webcast Group 1, and just click on promotion, and that right there is your link. Your affiliate link right at the top. And you can test it by copying and then pasting it in. Hit enter. It brings you right back to FB Money for Me. But it has your affiliate ID in there, and I have a campaign set up so it tracks how many clicks that link gets. I'll set up a campaign for solo ads and another campaign for safe lists, and another campaign for Facebook or Twitter. Wherever I post a link, I'll create a campaign for it. And that way, all I've got to do is, in this drop down, choose the campaign that I'm using and click promotion. And you notice my campaign ID changed to 142. It's a great way to tell if your ads are working and where they're working. You want to track everything that you do for promotion so that you can figure out, okay, this solo ad did well on, for info products. But when I tried to promote a software package over there, it bombed. I only got 2 clicks out of 2,000. But this solo ad on this board or whatever did really well for software, but it did lousy for info products or Kindle books or whatever. So that's part of what you really need to look at when we start building these campaigns. You want to be able to track which site or whatever brought you the best return for which type of product. And I even use these links in my AWeber promotions so that I can track, okay, this list on AWeber doesn't really want anything to do with info products, but they love software. And this one, they'll buy anything, or they won't buy anything. They just want free stuff. You know, and that's how you learn to communicate with your list. Because once you figure out, okay, this list works on software, then I'm going to focus all my software promotions and topics and information to that list. Because if I give them valid information without pitching every time, you know, when I do pitch, they're going to be more inclined to buy from me than if I just hammer them with pitch after pitch after pitch. But that's marketing 101. That's not Facebook. But it comes into play with Facebook. So we got any other questions? We're coming up on 9:30, so.
No. Everybody else is definitely had their main questions answered. There's some technical stuff that they want to go through, but again, we can do that in the Facebook Mafia room for our Skype room specifically for Facebook. And if you got any questions for the Mafia Mastermind, here there's a couple of people here that are not in the Skype rooms at all because they're not members of any of it, so that's cool. And I'm going to put my Skype number here, right? My Skype contact. I'm going to do it in the main chat here. Bear with me for just a second. And everybody else knows that the Mafia Mastermind's very, very powerful. They know the connections there, so I don't need to tell them about that. For the couple of people here we go. All right, that's my Skype ID. Write that down somewhere. Contact me through Skype. I'll make sure that you're taken care of. And I will do one thing better than that. Just to show you I'm real. Everybody here that knows me knows I'm not here to fool around. I like to have a little fun. I like to mix it up, but we're here to help. We're here to help you. And there it is. That's my actual real phone number. If you still can't figure it out, if something's wrong with your Skype, no problem. There's my cell phone number. You only got about a half an hour to call me, though, because I go Betty by pretty quick tonight. I've got a big day. And big day tomorrow, rather. And so anyway, so we're just going to make sure that everybody has that, give everybody one last chance to move forward. Dennis Anderson came on the call tonight. I have not talked to him in 4 months. He's been in our Mafia Mastermind for at least 3 months. Not once since then, but he's a great guy, very passionate about Facebook himself. So it's very interesting to have him on the webinar tonight. So I guess I'm picking a little bit on him, but great guy. So we're glad to see him also here tonight. So by all means, Dennis, don't be shy. You know I'm not shy. You know I'm real. So there's that cell phone right there. And I've got about another half hour before I'm going to call it quits. Getting up a little too early. Got a big day. Got an exciting day coming up. And I know Mark is, I don't know, Mark might be chasing cows again and everything like that. He lives in the middle of nowhere, folks. He really does. I mean, you talk about...
Cows got out last night. We had them 5 cows and 2 donkeys running around on this country road, and people, drive it like it's a Indy 500 racetrack. So we had to get out there and herd them back in.
Yeah.
About 9 o'clock last night. In the dark with flashlights, trying to avoid the skunks and rabbits and snakes. We did. We got them in. It took a while.
Well, I believe that's all the questions that are being asked. There was a couple little questions, technical stuff. Again, you need to ask those in the Skype room for the Facebook group. And everybody here has got my main contact. If you're not in the any of the Mafia Mastermind rooms, or if you want to know more about that Skype room, just PM me and get in the Mafia Mastermind right now. And in fact, I'll open it up just for you right now. I'll keep it open for about 10 or 15 minutes. If there's somebody there that has a question, then I'll be there for them. I'll do that really fast.
And then next week, or next webinar, 2 weeks from tonight, same time, we're not going to be bouncing around anymore. It'll be Tuesday at 8 p.m. So you can just put it on your calendar so you can remember. I will actually be having the developer of the FB Miner software on here, and he's going to be talking about using messaging to interact and find clients.
Sweet.
And Greg Ryder is CEO of 5 corporations. He's developed software. He has a fantastic piece of software designed for kids, and it's Bible focused.
Really?
Yeah. Great piece of software. He may, mention something about it. I told him he could have 10 minutes to do a promo, but, as a benefit of coming to the webinar and speaking, you've got to give him a few minutes to talk about their stuff, but mainly he's going to come on and talk about how he uses messaging to find clients, offline clients, online clients. He builds fan pages and builds software, so he uses messaging to sell his software primarily. Sharp guy. I've talked to him a couple of times on the phone. We've been emailing each other back and forth for the past week, trying to get everything coordinated. But he will be here the 18th. So that's one you're not going to want to miss. Because I always get something whenever I talk to him. Even if it's just for a 5-minute chat, I pick something up. The guy's sharp.
Well, I tell you what, we've been on this call, actually a little bit more than an hour and a half. We had some stuff that was going on, but we answered everybody's main questions. Those of you that are not in the Facebook group in the Mafia Mastermind combination, now's your time to step forward. So there it is in the group. Laura, I just added her to the Facebook group. She's a paying member. Thank you, Laura. Me and Laura have also done some great things. Talk about a success story. Very sharp lady. But until she came to the Mafia Mastermind, she really hasn't been connecting with people, as far as she wanted to do this online, how to make money with that. We're just really, me and her, getting started. Have we made a ton of money? No. But we were able to accomplish something that she'd never done herself before. Me and her together wrote 2 books for Kindle on Skype. We've got about 1,000 people have downloaded them now. Got great plans. Got a Skype room built for that. We've got a network team to help write books in that room. It would have never happened. You can ask her yourself if you come aboard. And I'm picking on Laura Owen, but I'm doing it in a good for reason. She'll tell you herself that the Mafia Mastermind was the reason that happened for her. Now with the Facebook group that came together with that, that's all I can tell you. That's real. That's powerful. It changed everything she thought about online. It's helping her move forward. No excuses. This is the time, folks. All right. There it is.
There's Greg right there.
Oh, fantastic.
Or at least that's his image from his Facebook page. So. All right. Well,
thank you so much, everybody, for coming to the webinar. You've got the links. Got any more questions? Hit us up in the Skype rooms. Thank you so much. Good night, everybody.
Good night, and thank you.
The organizer has ended the session, and this call will be disconnected.